Hopping in. All right, first pick. Where's the excitement? All right, this pack kind of sucks. Pack one, pick one. There's a piggy bank. There's a Phyrexian Metamorph. I don't really care about any of these cards. Mickeyus is good in other cubes, but I don't think he matters in this one. Jolly Balloon Man's kind of cool, but he's two colors and not worth taking early. I'm between this Underground Mortuary and this Phyrexian Metamorph. And I'm just going to take the Metamorph because it's a fun card to play with. Bituminous Blast. That's awesome. What a cool addition to the cube. All right, Mizium Mortars. This pack has a Wayfarer's Bauble in it. It's a way to ramp. Ramping is good in this set. This cube, I should say. Mizium Mortars is a pretty great removal spell. Looking at Wayfarer's Bauble, looking at Mizium Mortars. Nico's a gold card, so I don't want to take in this early. Quilled Great Worm seems okay. I guess I could just take Quilled Great Worm and hope I get past more green cards. Send the signal to my left. Wayfarer's Bauble is kind of expensive. Okay. I took Quilled Great Worm in hopes that a green card would get past my way, and Nissa Vastwood Seer is certainly a green card. Had I taken the red card, Generous Plunderer would look pretty good here. What else? I was looking at Wayfarer's Bauble. Or Mizium Mortars. Yeah, Mizium Mortars followed by Generous Plunder. We might have been on the way to making a cool, aggressive red deck. But Nissa Vastwood Seer is great. She replaces herself, and she becomes a Planeswalker. Good card. Happy to see it. All right, pack one, pick four. I see an Unstoppable Slasher. That card's pretty good. I see a Temple of Plenty. I see Burn Down the House. I do like Burn Down the House. I would take that had I gone in the direction of red cards with Mizium Mortars and the Plunderer. But that's not what we did. We don't necessarily need to think about taking blue cards just because we have the Metamorph. I might just take this Unstoppable Slasher. I think it's the strongest card in this pack. At least it's close. Alright, pick five. Not much in the green department. There's a Null Priest of Oblivion. That is a card I like to play. There's a Surgical Metamorph, and that's kind of a worse version of Phyrexian Metamorph. Or at least a less consistent version. Not worse. Because it can copy any permanent, and sometimes it just costs 3. But it always costs blue, unlike Metamorph, which goes in any deck. I see Xander's Lounge, and I think it might be the smartest pick, just to stay open. But I like Null Priest of Oblivion a lot. I'm going to take it. Sanguine Soothsayer. Alright, so we're moving into some sort of black deck that plays 2 drops and plays 3 drops. I like black decks that play 2-drops. 2-drop threats with lifelink are strong. It's also a Guardian Idol in this pack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see any green cards here, so I'm a little hesitant to double down on the green strategy. Though this card is good either way. I'm going to take Sanguine Soothsayer. It looks fun. Black's coming around. Let's see if we can do some cool things with black cards. Blood Crypt, Maelstrom Pulse. Alright, so maybe black-green is a direction we could move into. We have a couple green cards. Maelstrom Pulse. There's an Underground Mortuary, possibly. Pick 9. Headed our way. Part of me wants to just take Karn and ditch the green part of our deck. But I guess Maelstrom Pulse is good enough to consider playing black-green for. Yeah, it might have been a better idea to just take Karn and consider red as a second color. We can still take one of these lands as a potential splash card. There's also Bronze Walrus, but we've talked about Bronze Walrus, and we just don't really like it very much. Alright, so no Underground Mortuary, but there is a piggy bank, and it makes me want to play black-red. Well, there's another reason to play black-red, I guess. Wish I had taken Karn, though. There's Generous Plunderer on the wheel. That's pretty decent. Burn down the house on the wheel. Okay. And Siege Gang. Blood Crypt or Karn would have made this pile look a lot better instead of Maelstrom Pulse. I should have gone with my gut. I like green cards too much. What is this? I don't want that. I don't really think I want that either. Alright. Black-red. Possibly black-red-green. I mean, there's nothing in this pack I want for a black-red deck. I don't think Ilharg is that good. I'll take Stomping Ground. Jadar, Ghoulcaller of Nephalia. Is Gix in this? I gotta look at the card pool. Gix is in this? Alright. Well, fine. I think I'll play Jadar. Yawgmoth? Jadar is really good. I could take Iron Crag to stay a little bit more open with the ramp possibilities, but I like Jadar. There's also Zayator's Proving Grounds. That helps me play all my cards. Man. Tempting me with the Llanowar Elves here. When there's a Gonti and a Dragonhawk and a Rankle. Yeah, Jadar. Taking Jadar means Rankle would have been a good pick here. Get past an Elves. I gotta take an Elves. Woodland Cemetery. I don't really care about Angrath. Forsaken Crossroads is good too, but I'll take the dual land. Hugs? Hugs looks cool. Maybe wheel a Temple of Malady? Probably not. Maybe I should just take the Temple of Malady. Hugs does seem kind of sweet. I'm going to take it. There's a dual land. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Over a Vaultborn Tyrant. Yeah, that card's good. Another dual land. This one's a man land too. Not the best man land, but good enough. Pelucranos is actually a beater. 4-drop 6/6 that kills your opponent's creatures and then comes back later. This deck looks more mid-rangey than rampy, so I'm going to take Pelucranos. Timeless Witness looks okay. Wow, what a wheel. Dragonhawk, Raucous Theater. Dragonhawk is quite strong. Raucous Theater's good, but I have a lot of dual lands. I'm going to take Dragonhawk here. I'm not necessarily sure I'll play Siege Gang or Bituminous Blast. Bituminous Blast, as cool as it is to see, it looks a little underwhelming. Only 4 damage at 5 mana. Alright, I see Terra Sunder. I see Burst Lightning. I see Railway Brawler. I think I like Terra Sunder. There is a Burst Lightning here. I'm just going to take Terra Sunder. I think it's better. Casualties of War. Card's really strong. Happy to see it. Tough choices here. I like Chupacabra. I like Solemn. I think Solemn might be slightly better for us. Only slightly. Chupacabra is quite good. Well, I like Skull Prophet. The Sire of 7 Deaths. Man. That card's really good. So is Junji. I think I should just take Skull Prophet. Gotta take the cheap ramp. Perforator Crocodile. Yeah, I suppose that's a way to top things off. Birthing Ritual might actually be... Sacrifice my piggy bank to get my Slasher, to get my Chupacabra, to get my Dragonhawk. I don't know. I mean, there's some things I could do with Birthing Ritual. Mind Stone, Soul Transfer. Probably Mind Stone here. Wow, what a pack. Blasphemous Edict, Atarka, Lannery Storm, Alesha. Nah, I mean, Alesha seems really cool. Atarka seems like more what our deck wants to be doing. Lannery Storm makes treasures, helps ramp. I'm going to take Lannery Storm. Aggressive and ramps. That's good for a mid-range deck. Not sure Scythe Cat Club makes it in here. Chandra or a Jetmir's Garden? Probably Chandra. I don't have that many instants and sorceries. I do have good ones. I'm just going to take the land. Nexus of Becoming. This might be the perfect deck for that. Over a Worn Power Stone. Wheeling Alesha. That could possibly make it in. All right. What do we need to take out of this deck? I guess Hugs could come out. If I want to keep in Perforator Crocodile. And the Heroes Warcrafting kills like everything at 5 damage. We want Nexus of Becoming. Do I want Alessia? Do I want Nexus? Do I even want Nahiri's Warcrafting? Perforator Crocodile would probably be good. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, and I have enough black sources to make it work. But I don't know how good it would be. And I like Nexus of Becoming. It's a bit more proactive of a play. Doesn't impact the board quite as much, though. I do like when my big spells impact the board in a devastating way. Seems like too many swamps, though. I do have a lot of legendaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that triple black might be too tough. Let's go Nexus of Becoming. Rakdos joins up is also a consideration. Getting back a hasty Lannery Storm or a hasty Nissa. I just don't want to have to worry about casting something with triple black. Alessia could be cool. Let's run it. All right, what do we have here? Sand looks pretty good. Nice. Sanguine Soothsayer. I'll play Nissa first, so I shuffle. Then I'll attack. Put it in the top 15 cards. Brimaz is pretty good. Oh, it does it every time he attacks. That's silly. Wield Great Worm next turn. Pretty strong. All right, and then he'll get 2+1/+1 counters and be a big old Soothsayer. I could have played Nexus of Becoming and then brought out a 3/3 Great Worm, but I don't think that's makes quite the same impact. Imagine if he had put Angelic Destiny on Brimaz. Well, I don't really want him returning Angelic Destiny to his hand. Exemplar of Light doing work for our opponent. This doesn't even have reach. The question is, does my opponent have a second color they need to access? I'm afraid of giving it to them. Excellent. Okay. Angelic Destiny is shutting us down here. If our opponent wants to attack with their Angelic Destiny to rabbit, well, then we'll just try to win by attacking. What is about to happen? My entire board about to get tapped down or something? Opponent's about to lose 8 life from our Sanguine Soothsayer, gaining it. It's wild. I guess I should have blocked a token and taken more in the sky. Just for the sake of having the Soothsayer still. See if our opponent has Settle the Wreckage. Let's see, is it in this set? No, Settle the Wreckage does not exist in this format. Okay. Ah, that exists though. Right after I use my Ravenous Chupacabra. Whoops. We have a couple more removal spells. That was a bummer, though. It's likely we're just dead in 2 swings. Ah, that was stupid to play the Chupacabra. I had infinite mana. Should have just attacked. Held that back, called it a day. We all make mistakes. We'll probably lose this game. But we have a couple outs. See, I can fight, but I can't bring it back. Make a treasure. Some damage. That doesn't really matter. We're just dead to any removal spell here. We definitely threw the game by dropping that Chupacabra with Nexus of Becoming. That was stupid. We'll suffer through it until the end now. Can't even escape Belucranos, so it doesn't really matter. We got 2 draws for Maelstrom Pulse. 3 draws for Maelstrom Pulse. Wait, should I mill cards so that I can actually use this? If I mill 2... Let's see, if I fight, mill 2 cards, and then mill 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mill, escape. I think that works, right? Mill 2 cards. Ha! Fight this thing. I can mill 2 cards. Bring him back. And then fight this. Good game. Woo! Got him! We figured out the puzzle. Close one. Skull Prophet milling us 4 cards to turn on Escaped. That felt like a big brain play there. Especially when I thought I was dead. It's funny that I milled the answer anyway. Pardon my crinkles. We're definitely going to keep. See if our opponent feels the same way. I'm going to play Null Priest, get a threat out there. That card's strong. It requires multiple blockers. Speaking of strong cards, I will definitely double block the Unstoppable Slashers so that I can kill it with Overlord next turn. Unstoppable Slasher is annoying and definitely took out like 3 of my cards. But what can you do? Wow. That is wild. And he discarded Banishing Light for Vona? The Sun Titan? Jesus. What a curve. How can I compete? Sometimes your opponent just has it all. I guess this is how every single one of my opponents has felt today. Yeah, that was a bad game. Unstoppable Slasher followed by Vona. What can you do? Bad game. Unstoppable Slasher's shitty to have to deal with. That card's poorly made. Three drops that attack for 11 do not quite feel right to me. I don't have to give my opponent treasures. That's the other thing with Generous Plunderer. You don't have to use it. Whoops. I meant to play that Woodland Cemetery so I could drop my Llanowar Elves. I'll play Lannery Storm. Make some more treasures. Do some more damage. I wonder if they have Sublime Epiphany. Or if they're just planning to use the Shark Typhoon. Yeah, it is Sublime Epiphany. That's a bit of a blowout. Gonna be tough to win this after getting epiphanied. That makes it easier. Doesn't really help me all that much, does it? Best thing for me to do is to make a copy of Coma, I think. Make a copy of Coma and hope he doesn't have the removal for it. Or just kill Coma. Hope I can capitalize in the future. Ward 4 is a lot. I could have Maelstrom Pulsed Coma last turn, but I felt like I just would have been in a losing position anyway when he just dropped Shark Typhoon the next turn. I think playing my Coma gives me a better chance. Is 8 mana so we can Snapcaster the Sublime Epiphany now? I think I should go for it. Oh, that is hilarious. That's how you kill your own Coma. Maelstrom Post kills your creature too? Yeah, you know what? I did not think about that. Thought I might just kill all of his Comas. Whoops. Dragonhawk would have been a good play here. At least Dragonhawk would have given me 2 cards. We've played all our games very well today. I can't say that for this one. Is there a reason that didn't have a cost? Oh, it was plotted. That would be game. Our opponent can just play Dragon Hawk and hit us for 8 plus whatever they attack for. Yeah, we threw that one. Oh no, we're 1 and 2? This is unheard of. I'm 35 and 5 my last 5 trophies. Oracle of Moldiah is beating. Wow. And he has Cultivator's Caravan to block our slasher. What can you do? Can't do anything about him playing a Vaultborn Tyrant this turn, so just let it happen. Yeah, this is why mid-range decks are not very good, because you face ramp decks, and the ramp decks are impossible to beat, as you've seen me not get beat for 28 games in a row. thought our opponent would just play Vaultborn Tyrant. This is weird. It's a lot of heat in my opponent's hand. Yeah, I would have played that one first, too. There's pretty much nothing I can do about it. Hey, we top decked an answer. How nice. Should have fought that loot last turn instead of waiting for the damage and then killing the 2/2. Well, this could be worse. Really need red mana. We're navigating through this as best we can. Hey, Ari, the dreamiest of dragons. Welcome. I wanted to apologize to you for that very boring session of Modern through untap.in yesterday. What a non-engaging platform to play Magic on. Alright, I don't like how this is all working out all of a sudden. We have 2 trophies already today. We're going for our 3rd trophy. Though I don't feel as great about this game. I do have a pretty reasonable out. Which is my opponent attacking. Me blocking with the Chupacabra and then getting it back with Null Priest. Ah, damn it. Really needed my opponent to attack there. It's the only way I can win this game. Well, we have a chance again. We're going to go down to 4. The fact that our opponent tapped poorly last turn means they gave us another turn. We're definitely in a little bit of trouble. Hoosier Coslin has been too much for us. Perhaps I should have blocked with the Generous Plunderer instead of the Slasher so that I had another card in the yard for Polukranos. Yeah, I'll make treasures. I don't really care if my opponent has extra mana. Good draw. How can I use it is the question. Turn it into an unstoppable slasher so that it can keep dying and coming back. Yeah, another Chupa takes care of Pock, but Yeah, I'm gonna play as an unstoppable slasher so that if it does die, it gets to come back as something else. That way it gets to trade off with a creature and then be a Chupacabra. Yeah, exactly. This is quite a tank from our opponent. I wonder what they drew. Pretty good top deck. I really need to get another card in the graveyard so I could play Polukranos. I might still have another turn. Animating this manland will keep me alive if he attacks with everything. I'm just going to animate the manland anyway so I can keep more creatures. Gain some life. Come back as a Chupacabra and take out Pock. Or come back as a Pock so I can trigger Dragonhawk twice. I guess at this point, Chupacabra is not as good as Pock, is it? It comes into play tapped with stun counters on it, so Pock isn't that great. I guess I should probably just Chupa. Chupacabra. Pretty good draw. I still can't play Polukranos. Crazy. Yeah, top deck was really good. Artifact, creature, enchantment, land. Artifact, creature, enchantment, land. What a game. Oh man, he even flashed the good game at me when he played Sire of Seven Deaths. Oh, feels good. Feels good, man. Good game, B Magic. Don't flash the good game too early, brother. Oh, that was awesome. Wow, that was a tough game. We navigated our way through that. Ooh, that was a good one. How many times did we kill Osier Kozlem? We 2-for-1'd ourselves to that card like 3 times and still won. Oh, that was awesome. All right. Let's go again. That was a long game. That was like a 20-minute game. This is a great hand. And Casualty of War is such a beating. Hard to cast, though. Alright, Soothsayer. Let's see if you can make me a bunch of Sanguine Bonds. We're gonna make at least one. Piggy bank. Oh yeah, we're curving out with creatures. Our opponent's just playing Search for Azcanta. And looking for red mana, possibly? Whatever they're doing. It is a bit stumbly. Oh yeah, we got the piggy. Look at how happy that piggy is. To have 2 sets of teeth to devour your coins. He's not even going to attack with that. This is a bit of a blowout. Villainous Wealth for X equals 2? Alright. Alright, opponent. I see you. Alright, I'll play this Sanguine Bond. That way I deal an extra 2 damage. Well, yeah, it was a bit rude. It was a bit rude. I'll admit. Imagine if they had gotten... Yes, exactly. Exactly. And value extra less. I guess they could have gotten 2 things that cost 2. Villainous Wealth for X equals 2 is definitely a... A losing strategy. All right. Good game. I'm just going to win with this Sanguine Bond. It's going to be hilarious. Just going to let Sanguine Bond do the work for us. Hey. Good game. Yeah, we had a few different things we could do there, but I wanted Sanguine Bond to actually win a game for us. Yeah, they were low. Very low. We were putting on lots of pressure from turn 2. They stumbled a good bit there. Not having red mana. Not having red mana, not having a 3-drop to play. That was the main thing. If they had played something on turn 3, then they might have been able to stabilize. Let's see. Get rid of Mind Stone. Get rid of Maelstrom Pulse. It's not like I had. This doesn't get any black mana. If I draw another red sword... Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll play Lannery Storm. That's pretty awesome. Turn 2, Lannery Storm. Turn 3, Mind Stone and Nissa. That's pretty strong. I guess I could just play Dragonhawk after making a treasure. I don't like that as much, though. I'm probably willing to trade Nissa off with Captain Lannery Storm. I have to play 4 more lands before Nissa turns into a Planeswalker, so her body blocking Lannery Storm is probably the best use I can make of her. How would they give first strike? Not even sure there's a card that exists like that in black, red, and cube. Ah. Well, Ilharg is definitely a big one. Makes my Dragonhawk look a bit worse. I suppose I'll drop this Null Priest. Yeah, you don't need much. That's pretty good. Our opponent has removal at instant speed too. What? That was the coolest thing I've ever seen someone do in Cube. Hands down, the coolest thing I've ever seen. Ninjutsuing in a creature to deal combat damage after the first strike from the Ilharg thing. That was so cool. Okay. That was nice. I'm going to have Ilharg to deal with. We have Vraska to deal with. Pretty good draw. Gives us options. I mean, that's really good, because no matter what our opponent does, I mean, hopefully they draw a land and play... Alright, perfect. Perfect. Now they won't be able to play Sire next turn, because we get to blow up a land. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. And we can still attack with Haunted Ridge, Restless Vent, sorry. Yeah. Destroy target creature, destroy target land. Creature, land. Boom. Pretty good. Sacrifice 3 treasures for Lannery. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could make it 10 and then put him down to 3. We'll just let this go through. Put him down to 4. What a game. What a game. Brazen Collector blocks pretty well here on the Lannery Storm. I should cycle this. There we go. I'll exile this. That way he has to block. No, wait. Yeah. Exile Gix. Attack for 2. It's okay. This Restless Fence has Menace, so if he plays a land and another card, or plays a land and gets the mana from this, we get around Sire. I did think about that. Yeah, Ilharg brought in Sire of Seven Deaths. Our opponent had a 14-point life swing, and then they ninjutsu'd to get a... Boom. We win anyway. That was awesome. Good game. Good game, opponent. I respect that cool-ass play you made. 4-2. Alright, let's keep it going. Get that trophy. We started off 1-2, so... to run the next few wins, it'll be 6 in a row. If we get them. If we don't, it will be the end of today. It's been a fun day of Cube Draft. Any day of Cube Draft is fun. Any day of Magic, for the most part, is fun. But Cube Draft... oh man. Nothing better. Our opponent's playing a Grixis control deck. I love it. Clone Crafter's good. When you have the ability to play creatures with no mana restrictions, or just cards in general with no mana restrictions, they tend to be better. And often, more importantly, unexpected. You don't know what your opponent's going to play when they can spend mana of any color to cast a spell. It'd be cool if my opponent kills that and then attacks so that I can attack with Lantern Storm. I'll trade off with both of his creatures here if he wants. He does not want. He does not want to give my Slasher back. He just wants to block it again next turn? Seems odd. Trading off with 2 creatures and then it not attacking you for 2 more turns? Peculiar. need another black mana for casualties. Nice. Pretty good. I'm just gonna play Dragonhawk again. See what I get off the top. My opponent kills Dragonhawk. I have Null Priest. As much as I would like to kill my opponent's Swamp, Bronze Walrus, and Champion, I'd like to get one card that matters, other than the Swamp. Plus, casting removal when you don't have anything on board to take advantage of it with, not a great strategy. See, now I probably win. I guess I should attack first. Play a land, and then casualties destroys an artifact, a creature, and a land. Artifact, creature, land. Just devastating. We got rid of 2 of our opponent's mana sources. I suppose he couldn't have cast the Quilled Great Worm either way, but... Rude indeed. That was pretty rude. I will admit, I'll be the first to say it. Lukranos comes down. So the Dragonhawk gives us 2 triggers. And then Overlord just to the face. And Xaxes. 2 more with that tear. Good game. Been doing some rude things with this deck. No rest, no mercy, no matter what. Alright. Alright, Jund. 5-2. Redeemed my 1-2 record for this deck. Let's see if we can get that trophy. 2 more wins. Good hand. Come Mind Stone, turn 3, Polukranos. I mean, a turn 3 6/6 that kills your opponent's creatures could be worse, right? See if our opponent has something to deal with that. Polukranos on turn 3 is a funny thing to see. Nice. All right, opponent. And this has 6 +1/+1 counters on it now. I wonder if that's going to be relevant. Quite a board state to have against my opponent's mana rock. Yeah, why not? Let's get a Lantern Storm out there too. Just roll face. I mean, if my opponent doesn't play anything, I can sacrifice a treasure and make it lethal. Is my opponent going to animate Restless Ridgeline? That would not be very good, because I can just fight it with Polukranos. But it is a possible play. Yeah, I'd probably be thinking hard in their shoes too. If I could figure something out. Okay. Okay. Probably just fight that. Right. Well, let's see. What's my ideal situation here? He blocks something other than Polukranos. And then I deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 damage, and then he gets a rock back next turn. Or do I just want to blow up his rock, deal him 7, and not have Polukranos? I guess he gets to make that choice if he blocks Polukranos. I think I'd rather him not have the mana next turn. Barterer's cool. Pelucranos could have fought the Byway Barter to put in some more damage. If I had played a Stomping Ground and lost some life. Oh, now he wants to keep Byway Barter up, possibly? Alright, well, I'll play that game then. Why would he want to keep his Byway Barter? Is this something to blow up the board? Okay. It's probably fine. 4 mana now. At least there's an offhand chance of a Day of Judgment, but I'd be willing to bet no on that. Good game, Teja. Good game. That was a pretty brutal start. I mean, turn 3 Pelucranos. It's a 6/6 on turn 3. It's a 6/6 that kills your opponent's things. Yeah, I mean, and then we curved out with 2 more creatures the next turn. That was pretty brutal. 6-2. Let's get one more win. Let's claim our 6th trophy in a row for this cube session. Yeah, I think they played that as best they could with that cursed mirror and the 3 steps ahead. Seems like the plays they made sense. Just didn't happen to be very good against my curve. Chupacabra takes out a welcoming vampire. We like to see it. Should I be afraid of that? No. Bring in the beats. What's going to be way too strong is when I blow up all of the tokens at the same time that have the same name. Or just killing my opponent before they get to use Caretaker's talent. Better yet. Oh, damn. I don't have another green for that. I don't love the fact that I only get to deal 3 damage here with an attack. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'll trade. Play Restless Fence. We'll lose a turn's worth of spells. It's fine. I want that Ravenous Chupacabra in the graveyard for the Oblivion, Null Priest of Oblivion anyway. Yeah, and this is a good constructed card when your deck is built for it, but, I mean, how many token producers are there in this Chromatic Cube? If he spends 5 mana to pump up his creature tokens, he'll be dead by that point. You don't control those tokens. Ooh, that's strong. That's pretty cool. Another removal spell. That's hilarious. I'll just play this Nexus of Becoming. Oh, I can smell my trophy. I can taste it. That is very strong. And I can't Maelstrom Pulse it without killing mine. Now my opponent gets to create tokens for Caretaker's Talent. Crazy. Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Yes. That was awfully kind of our opponent. Damn, dude. Nexus of Becoming into Clever Impersonator. What a blowout. That was awesome. Alright, so now we need to get rid of Nexus of Becoming. And then play Stomping Ground and attack with a Restless Ridgeline. And if he wants to not take damage, I get my Nexus back. Exactly, but I didn't want to do that until after I Maelstrom Pulsed his Nexus. Good plays, opponent. Do I have the lands for this? I do. Pretty decent. That was so cool. Our opponent used Clever Impersonator to steal our Nexus and then copy their Angel of Sanctions. Damn. You know, that doesn't seem like a very good way to spend your mana right now, opponent. I gotta say. Does not seem like a good way to do it. I think you're just dead if you do that. Alright, can I animate both my lands? Give one of them menace, then you've got what? 6 damage coming in with menace, and you can only block 2 of my creatures? Yeah, I win. Let's see. Red, green, black, black. Animate. Green, black, red. Animate. That's cute. And then give the +2/+0 to one of my menace creatures. Good game. Way too smooth. All right, good games. Whew. Gonna stretch after that one. All right, 3 trophies in a row. Feeling pretty good about that. Especially after starting 1 and 2 with this pile. We played 3 very different decks today, and they all had Llanowar Elves in them, I think. Let's see, there was an Avacyn's Pilgrim in the first one. Llanowar Elves in the other 2. Alright, this is going up. Number 6 in a row. God damn. Sometimes I impress even myself. Hacks. Honestly, playing Cube sometimes feels like hacks. Good games, everyone. I appreciate you, Ari. Thanks for being here. Kevbot, Miles Hiles, all my people. Good games. And I'll be back tomorrow. Play some more Cube drafts. See how many more trophies we can get under our belt. Good games. I'm Kevin. Peace.